Hello and welcome to Panty of the Geeks. This is an unboxing and how to play video for Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards! Rumble at Castle Tentakill!
Fair enough.
There we go. Sorry if I deafened anyone then. Here is the box. Here it is. So this is a sequel. We haven't played the first one of these.
No, I've never
but by all
played any of
accounts,
these.
it's very, very good. That's the back. There it is. So some warnings first. This contains awesome mature content and profanity. So if you're a child, please turn off right now. Thank you very much. So I should only be left with adults watching this. Warning, there's a choking hazard as well. Apparently. I don't know why that's related.
Should you not have said that first, then the other bit?
See? Warning, choking hazard. Well, apparently, if you don't know anything about this, or this is a sequel, but it's completely compatible with the first game, so you can mix them both together into one massive game. Sounds like Munchkin in that respect. But there we go, that's the back. 2 to 6 players. And it's got a 15+ warning on it. So in all seriousness, if you're not 15, don't watch this. Thank you very much. If you are 15 or over, please continue. So there we go. Epic Spell Wars. So let's get this open and see what's actually inside. Ooh. So it's about the same size as the Munchkin box as well.
Yes, the little add-ons kind of thing, yeah.
I haven't played that in some time. Maybe we should do a video on that. If anyone wants to see a video on Munchkin, we've got a few of the add-ons. Right, I've also got Munchkin Quest. If anyone wants to see that, please leave it in the comments. Right, let's get a good look at this thing. Many times later. Come on. You can do it.
Come on.
There we go.
There you go.
I freed the beast. So this would appear to be the instruction manual. We have, I believe these are these the character cards? Maybe. We have some tokens. So apparently these aren't in the first game, I think. I think there's like blood tokens and stuff, and there's new stuff in this. And there's a tower. That's obviously something to do with the tower itself. We have an empty bag. That might come in handy later. We have some dice, some D6s, black and red, very stylish. And we have one deck of cards, which have got the SKULLZFYRE thing on, which was the first game. And we have another deck of cards. There you go. So that'll be why it's compatible, because that was the first game. It was called Battle Wizard SKULLZFYRE. SKULLZFYRE. I can't read from here. There you go. So obviously these they're not different, so you can use them. They've got the same back on. And then we have a monster. It's coming over the hill. There we go. Right. So I'm going to undo this one.
I'll undo this one over here if you wish.
I was going to pop them out. Make a look at these. I believe this is how it works. I believe these are characters you can be in the game. So what's that? SKULLZFYRE. Methion the Wizard Speed. Okay. Cool. Manly Banger, the Rock God. That's awesome. Granny Fluffer Butter, the Sweetest Witch. Oh wow. Angelica Angel Face, the Angelic Angel of Misery. She's like a succubus. She's straight out of World of Warcraft. Who have we got here? Riggy Mortis, the Bone Leech. That's awesome. Oh dear. Fu King, Dragon Lord. I am so tempted to be the Fu King Dragon Lord. And then we have, what's this? Cuddle Wizard Sir Kitty Purrington. Oh, that's also quite tempting as well. Cool. So we're going to read the rules for this. and we shall be back with a how to play. This is basically what you get. Looks like we've got the tower in there, and we've got some more cards, but we'll get that out when we know what we're doing, and we shall be back with you in a moment. And we are back. So this is a match between the Full King Dragon Lord and
Angelica Angel Face
versus. So guess which one I'll be playing? Obviously, no, I'm kidding. Right. So in this game, we kill each other. That is the goal. This game goes for as many rounds as it takes to get 2 of these tokens. So in a 2-player game, that'll be a maximum of 3 rounds, a minimum of 2. When a wizard dies, they're out of the game, and the other player will take a token once they're the last person standing. So in the 2-player variant, if we just move these in on the camera so you can see them, there we go. We have a hit point counter which starts on 20 regardless of who you are. We have a blood counter which starts there off the board and will rise as you gain blood points. In this game we have got blood and we have got creatures which were not in the original game, but we'll get through how this game works and all the components that come in this box. We also have obviously the standing tower, which you will have seen. When someone gets that, they earn a blood point per turn. But again, we'll get to that as we get to it. So, it starts with each player taking 8 cards from the spell deck, which is this deck here. So I'm taking 8 cards. And Claire's going to take 8 cards. Spells consist of 3 components. There is a source component, which I shall show you one of the cards that I have. That is a source card. It shows the source component there in the little box as an S. It has the glyph on the opposite side. This one's arcane. You can see that there. It has a name there which you need to call out when you use it, and it has its effects in the middle. Now, there are strategies involved in obviously using different cards, but for this we're just going to have at it. So from the 8 cards you can make a 1, a 2 or a 3-point spell. A spell may consist of 1 card, which is either a source card, or 1 card which is a quality card. Quality cards can be seen. They're the middle card. They have a Q in the corner and again have the arcane symbol on the other side. This one is dark. And finally a delivery card, which is there, for instance, the Fart Knight. What an awesome name. Delete for delivery. We have the arcane symbol there, we have the effect there, the name, and in this corner we actually have the initiative value, which we'll get to. Now you can place 1 card spells, you can place 2 card spells, and you can place 3 card spells. You cannot put 2 of the same card down, so you cannot have 2 deliveries. So you couldn't have the Fart Knight and Bob, as you can see there. We'll put them down like that, then you can see them. Fart Knight and Bob, hopefully there's enough room between these 2. Like so. That should be cool. So Fart Knight and Bob, that would be 2 delivery spells, so I can't use that. And we have Burning Bangers, and we have Sir Mix-a-Lotties. Is that Lotties?
Littles.
Mix-a-Littles. Sir Mix-a-Littles. They're both source cards, so I can't play both of them. But any combination of cards, you shall see as we go along. So, first we pick spells. So we all pick it in secret. 1, 2 or 3 cards, as explained. Once we've picked our cards, or how many we're doing in the spell, we need to declare our initiative. Mine's 20.
Mine's 18.
So they're both high, but I'll be going first. So I have Mingurgle's Leech Oteps, Engraven Bart Knight. And you've got to do it in your wizard's voice, so I'm really bad at voices like this. I wish I hadn't picked the Dragon Lord now. In goggles. This is going to be really racist as well. I don't really want to do this, but it says I've got to do it in the game.
Do it like Gandalf then.
Oh, I'm a wizard. I'm not a wizard like that. That's not. It's definitely sort of Oriental markings on that, and there's definitely an Oriental dragon.
He definitely
and he's definitely giving the finger with both fingers to the
and he definitely looks like Lopan from
Yeah, he's got huge fingernails.
Big Trouble in Little China.
So many goggles. Leech offers engraven fortnight. Oh, they're manga-esque. You throw it in there at the end just for fun. So you've got to do that. It says in the rules. So what we have here is a spell which consists of 2 dark and 1 illusionary. As you can see there, you have the source, the quality, and the delivery at the end. So that's a good spell. It's a 3 spell. So you resolve a spell in the same order. So you start with the source, the quality, to delivery. So, to resolve this, the 4 to your left, well in this case there's only 2 of us, so it says left or right, it will be the other player.
It'll be me.
Must give you 2 blood or take 3 damage.
I'll give you 2 blood.
Ah, you don't have any blood.
Oh, I don't, do I? So I'll have to take 3 damage,
So you'll take 3 damage. Okay, and then the second card says, discard any number of cards from your hand that equals or are of the same type. And I can pay 4 blood if I want to double the amount of damage dealt. But you'll take 1 damage for each type of card that I deal to you. And I'm going to deal 3 cards.
Ooh.
Which are those 3 source cards. They're all the same. And 2 of them are actually the same card. So that's 3 more damage to you, and these go into the discard pile. Which leaves me with 2 cards in my hand. And then the final one is the Fart Knight. Now it says pay 2 blood and you can resolve this against anybody. I don't have any blood and there's only 1 target, so again, pointless to use. The target is a foe of your choice, which is obviously Miss Misery though. And you roll for power. Now when you roll for power, you add up all the little glyphs you've got on the bottom here. So if I show you that there, if this was a dark card at the end, there'd be 1 dark glyph, 2 dark glyph, 3 dark glyph, but there isn't, it's an illusionary glyph, so there's only 1 glyph. So because of that, I only roll 1 dice. That dice is a 1. So there says on there that you take 1 damage.
Yeah, and you get to keep that card.
Yeah, so it says keep on the card. Now this is new in this game, there are creature cards. So these 2 cards that get discarded, this card will remain in play because I've rolled a keep, and it'll stay there until next turn when I can use it again. It doesn't become part of the same spell, it stays on a creature. It can be traded for damage, so I can use it to save my life if I want to. So it works a little bit like magic card, you know. Instead of you taking damage, the creature does. Obviously, the creature takes 1 lot of damage, 1 amount of what the damage is, and then it's gone. So I'll just move that out of the way for now, but it's there because I've still got it. And Claire will take her turn now.
So we have Goldilocks.
Goldilocks.
Motherforking.
Goldilocks is motherforking.
Baron Squirrelglington.
Barrel Squillington. So you got to do it in your wizard's voice.
Okay. Goldilocks, motherforking Baron Squirrelington.
Nice. Yeah, so it's kind of like an evil Galinda you're going for there.
Yeah.
And an evil bubble with evil wings. And a whip.
A whip.
I should have a whip app on my phone. Okay. So there you've got 2 primals. You've got 1 elemental. And you've got a source of quality and a delivery card. So you've got the full set. And the first one says choose a foe.
Yeah.
I guess that'll be me. If that foe gives you a creature from their hand, add it to your spell. I do have a creature, but I'm not going to give you it.
Okay.
So if they do not give you a creature, then deal 1 die of damage to them. So roll a dice. You obviously hate me. Just because I won't give you a creature. So I take 6 damage straight away. Next, take the standee. So Claire now has the standee tower. So we should put that there out of the way. And just remember that you've got it. So each turn now you will generate 1 blood when you start your turn.
No, it says, and give it to a foe.
Alright, cool.
Who didn't already have it.
Yeah, I get it. And then I take 3 damage.
Yeah.
So I've got the standee, because I didn't read the full thing before going ahead. Means I'll generate 1 blood per turn now when I go. But I got 3 damage for that. Next comes Baron Skrillington. To target the foe with most blood. No one has any blood.
Ah. Oh well.
So when it doesn't apply, you get to choose if there's a draw. And there's a draw is because, you know, there's a draw between me and myself. So you get to choose your target, which I presume will be me.
Yeah.
Okay. So you roll a dice. You roll 2 dice in fact, because you've got 2 primal cards. So you power roll, and you roll a 6, which deals 2 damage to me. So I'm down to 9 damage. So I've taken 11 damage in one go. Nice!
So, we'll put them back, but I don't get to keep my guy because I didn't get 10 plus.
No, you need a 10 plus to get the keep.
Yeah.
So that is our first round of fighting. And I have 2 cards left. Claire has 5.
5, yeah.
So when the next round begins, you've got to have 8 cards. So I take 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Claire takes 3. Okay, so I'm revealing my initiative is 5 from 3 cards. What have you got?
8.
Initiative 8 from 3 cards.
Yeah.
So in this round you'll actually go first.
Okay.
So off you go.
So that's Stalk locks the Unmakers.
Okay.
Greedy. Sex Squatch.
Sex Squatch. Great.
So, in the best Galinda voice I have, Stalk locks and the Unmakers greedy sex squatch.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, starting at
myself there.
You nearly killed yourself doing that.
Yeah.
That's what it is, you know, for your hobby. Yeah, kill yourself. Great. So you deal 2 damage. Zoom in on this so you can see it properly. You deal 2 damage to your strongest foe, who is also your weakest foe, because it's me. So that's 7 damage that I have left. You can pay 3 blood to add a random card from your hand to the spell.
Oh, I have no blood, so...
And that's an illusion spell. So the next one's an arcane one. You draw 2 treasures. Each foe who has not acted draws 1. You've no blood, so you can't do the special effect. So I'll show the camera what I get. I get the double-headed ding-donger, which is utterly useless. I had it last game, and it's only useful if you've got more than 2 players. Again, because you attack person to the left or right, so you can attack the opposite person. So that's useless to me. But I've got it in play now.
So I get the Glutton's Regalia and Snared's Rage.
So you can pay a blood to heal yourself. I had that last day in the test game. And in this one, basically, I had that one as well. You pick one of your cards.
Right.
And then you can add that element that's on that card to every hand that you do from now on.
Right.
So if you pick Primal, it'll add a Primal to everything that you do. So basically, you pick one of your cards, you put it underneath that treasure.
Right. So I'm going to pick that one there.
So it's illusionary. So all your hands that you play now will all have illusionary added to them, as long as you've got that.
Right.
Okay. And finally is the sex squatch. One foe who has already acted this turn.
Ah.
I haven't acted.
So that's.
But then obviously you just roll a dice to see if you can get to keep him. 2.
No.
Which is nothing. Cool. Right. Citation needed on that. I'll look that up, and if it's wrong, I'll put it in the comments. Okay, so now it goes over to my turn. So I'm not doing too well here. I'm like really low. So I have. What does that say? Muchida Magic's missiles! Inflammerating. I can't do the accent. Inflammerating. Bob.
Just
There we go.
Bob at the end.
Bob. I'm going to have to work on that accent if I'm going to keep being the Fu-King Dragon Lord. Each foe who has already... That's not even on the camera now. Sorry about that. There we go. So you can see that now. I'll read it out. Each foe who has already acted this round must give you 1 blood. Each foe has not already acted takes 2 damage. We don't have any blood, so you can't give me any blood. And I gain 1 for having the standee. So my blood count has moved to 1 anyway. Inflammerating. The player with the standee takes 4 damage. That's good. So I'm on 3. I have 3 hit points left. If no living wizard has a standee, all players take 4 damage. Should have read that before I played it. And then target the foe with the most blood, which is myself. 3. I steal 1 blood from myself and give it back to myself. So that was extremely useful. As you can see, I'm very good at this game. Basically, my turn, I've damaged myself, stolen blood off myself and given it back to myself. So that was well worth the effort, that. So that is round 2 over, and Claire is definitely winning at this point. I forgot about the fart knight, should have used that. There we go, he was hanging about. I will use him anyway because I need to
use him now.
I need to figure out if I still keep him. There was an illusionary card in there, wasn't there? That I just had. Bob was an illusionary card. So I actually rolled 2 dice.
Yep.
Which is an 11.
Ooh, so I take 4 damage.
You take 4 damage. But
right.
That doesn't roll the keep result, so the fart knight's farted on you.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm down to 3 as well.
No, you take
was it?
4 damage.
4 damage, so 1, 2, 3,
so you're
4.
on
9. Sorry about that.
It's alright, try to kill yourself.
I know, yeah.
Okay, so that's that round over. We take cards up to what we're doing. So I take 3 cards. You take 4.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright, it's random anyway. Okay. Okay. So what do you got initiative wise?
16.
16. My initiative is 0, so you're going to go first.
Right, so we've got raw hydras cashed in.
All of the raw hydras.
Tentakillers.
Alright, off you go.
Alright. Raw hydras cashed in tentakillers.
Very nice. So, deal 3 damage to the strongest foe.
That's myself.
It says foe.
Oh, the foe, that's you.
So, if you deal 3 damage to me, I am dead. As it goes. I have died. Oh, King Dragon Lord has died! Oh, not good. So I take a Dead Wizard card, which is Glassy in Repose. 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 And it says resolve now, gain 2 blood. If you were the first wizard killed, gain an additional 2 blood. I had 1 blood, which takes me to 5 blood. Now when you die, you keep your blood total. You lose everything else, but you keep your blood total, because there's another 1 or 2 rounds to fight maybe. So Claire has won that round, which means I didn't get a chance to show you what the wild magic card does. Now I will tell you now. When you get a wild magic card, you can turn it into, you can basically swap it for any of these. Say for instance Claire wanted to play the wild magic because she didn't have any source cards, she could put it there. Or you could put it there, or you could put it there. But when you play it, you basically put it down, before you read it out, you go through the deck until you find the matching card that you're missing. So you go through this deck until you found a source card. Take the first source card, which is actually the Baconus the Butcher. That would replace that, and off you go. That's how a wild card works. So what we're going to do now, we're going to reshuffle the deck, and we're going into round 2. Claire gets, did I give you a...
You didn't give me one.
You get the token, last wizard standing, and we reshuffle and we start again in a second. And we are back for round 2. Now, a couple of points, you don't reshuffle the decks when you do this, so you get to see all the cards as they go around. You put all your treasure cards to the bottom and all the other cards that you've used to the bottom, like these ones. You keep the blood that you had.
And I gained 3 blood for
killing me.
Killing you.
So you gain 3 blood per person that you have killed. I believe that is exactly what it says there. And then we are ready to go again. So we deal 8 cards to each other, or yourselves.
Yep.
That made no sense what I just said.
Don't forget you need to put your health back up.
Health goes to 20. It won't stay there for very long. I'm not very good at this game. I need 2 more cards. Might help if I actually, you know, read them. As opposed to just putting down pretty colours and things that sound cool. I am ready to go. My initiative will be 13.
Oh right, hang on, sorry.
I should have waited for Claire to put them all down like that.
Sorry.
Before rushing ahead like I did do.
Okay, well mine's going to be 2, but I've only got 2 cards.
So you'll go first, because if you've got 1 card you go first, and then 2 cards, then 3 cards.
Right, so I'm missing the first card.
What? Dragon?
Yep.
Dragon.
Dragon, so...
Dragon. Oh, you don't get to keep that, do you? Crikey.
Let me just have a look at it so I can get this right.
Yeah.
Cleansing?
Go
Okay,
on.
let's go for it. Cleansing Dragon.
Okay. Choose 1. Either deal 2 damage to each foe with... I can't read that.
With even...
HP, or deal 3 damage to each foe with odd HP. So I've got odd, even HP anyway, 20.
Yeah.
So you deal 2 damage to me. Right, so it takes me to 18. I haven't done anything yet. What's the dragon in anything?
Foe who already acted in this round, so, oh, no one's acted, so... yeah. So I can't play
So
them.
roll to see if you get to keep him. It's elemental, so it's 1 dice. So you know, he was like a 10 plus you need, so you're not going to be able to keep him.
I'm not going to be able to keep him, but
sure.
never mind.
So 1. So,
Yeah.
that's your turn.
It's my
You
turn.
did 2 damage to me though. Right, so we are going for Raw Hydras.
Ooh.
Berserking.
Okay.
Fat colour. So Raw Hydras Berserking Fat colour!
Okay.
So there we go. So basically we deal 3 damage to your strongest foe, so you take 3 damage, taking you to 17.
Yep.
4 of your choice must reveal their hand, and then takes damage equal to twice the number of creatures in their hand. So you've got 1 creature, so you take 2 damage. And then I target the strongest foe, which is yourself, with a dark magic, which is a 6, which deals 4 damage to you. And I pay a blood, which means Fatcula will stay with me. And hopefully I'll remember I've got him this time to absorb some damage from me. Because I completely forgot that last time.
Cool.
So that's both of us gone. I've used 3 cards, so I need 3 cards back.
I only used 2, so I get 2 back.
So we've got 2, 3, 4, right, 2
cards.
cards.
Yeah.
2 cards, so they're going, you'll be going first.
Right.
So I've got 3 cards.
Those are my 2 cards.
Oh crikey.
So this is going to sound really quite rude, but never mind. Motherfucking bung burner.
Fair enough. The motherfucking bung burner. There it is. I didn't make it up. Take the standee and give it to a foe who didn't already have it. Then deal 3 damage to that foe.
Yeah.
So I got the standee. And I take 3 damage, which takes me to 15. Okay. Foe with the most blood, which is me again. So you can target me and I.
So I get 2
dice
because they're both elementals.
2 elementals. That's an 8. That's 3 damage. Taking me to 12.
But I don't get to keep the card, which
No, you
is
don't
shame,
keep.
but never mind. Not quite.
Okay. So I'm casting out. So we've got some wild magic. We've got sparkling. And we've got berserker.
Berserker.
So as I said previously, when you get a wild magic card, I'm looking for a source card. So the first source card that comes out, which is straight away, which is Tongo Volcanos. Okay. Let's do this then. Tongono Volcanos Sparkling Berserker! Give your strongest foe 1 blood. Take 1 blood. And then deal 1 die of damage to them. Here it goes. It's a 5. Deal 1 die of damage to a random foe.
That's me.
Well, it can only be you, otherwise it must be. It's
Well,
2 more
maybe.
damage. And then finally, 1 foe who does not have the standee, which is also yourself because you gave it me. And I roll power, and this time it's 3 dice because they're all elemental.
I think this is going to polish me off.
So that's a 6.
Yeah, so that's polished me off.
So 6 did 2 damage.
2 damage?
Yeah.
Oh right, I thought that would polish me
Yeah,
off.
5 to 9 is 2 damage.
Ah.
I don't get to keep a creature. So what are you on, damage wise?
2. I've
2.
just got 1 hit point left and that's
Alright.
it.
Zoom out. There we go. So I nearly got my revenge. So that's that round of fighting. So we need to take some cards. How many cards do you need?
2.
2.
So I'll take 2.
I'll take yours. Do you take them first? Right. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
How many cards are you playing?
3.
I'm playing 1.
Okay.
So my guy will go first.
Okay. Go for it.
So I'm playing Pimp Timps. Oh, Pimp Timps! Targets the weakest foe, which is yourself. And I roll a dice. And I hope I roll more than, I hope I roll 5 or 6. I roll a 2, you get 1 health back. That was terrible. Damn it! Oh, we're back again. Go on.
So, ADH disease in Craven Dragon.
Great. So, take the standee.
Oh no, take the standee. If you're taking it from a living foe, deal 3 damage.
Yeah.
to a different foe. Well, there isn't any different foe,
right.
so it's...
I've got to add one to my blood pool at the end of the turn as well, so I just did.
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling that way out.
So that really doesn't do much.
So you've got the standee though, so you can generate blood now.
So the next one is discard number of cards from your hand that are the same type. So.
And I'll take that amount of damage.
So.
3 quality cards.
Quality cards.
Yep.
So
I take 3 damage, taking me to 9.
And then drag in the foe who already acted in this round, which was yourself.
Yep.
So I roll dice, and I'm only rolling one because there's only one elemental. 3.
3.
So 1 damage.
1 damage. I'm going to use him up before I forget about him. And also, I forgot to pay the blood cost for him and roll for him last turn. So I've taken the blood off myself for that. And I forgot to roll as well to do damage to Clare. But that's good for her. I could have finished her off with him. I just used him to absorb that damage instead. Okay. Oh. So again, we go again. And I need to take 1 card. He needs to take 6.
6 cards, yeah.
Okay. I'm playing 2 cards.
I'm playing 3, so you go first.
So, playing Wild Magic, which will be the quality card I'm looking for, which is that. That'll do. So I have a nonchalant spider monkey, which is 2 arcanes. So I roll 1 dice and I gain that much blood. If I roll 4 or less, your weakest foe heals that much HP. Oh, that's crap. So you get a heal and I gain a blood. Right, so Spider Monkey, 4 to your right, which will be you. I roll 2 dice because they're both arcane cards I have now. And I've rolled a 10.
Ooh. So
I deal 4 damage to you and I get to keep this guy.
3, 4,
and I gain a point of blood.
And that kills me.
And I've killed you. Huzzar! I've won a round!
Well done.
So we discard all these cards. You get to keep your blood where it is. Reset our health to 20. Get rid of all the cards that we've used. No treasure cards were dealt that turn.
No.
I get the last wizard standing token. And we are ready to go again. That's how quick it takes to reset when you know what you're doing. Or kind of know what you're doing. Because obviously we've made a few mistakes in this, but this is a tutorial and we are learning as well with yourselves. So, thanks for watching and putting up with it. So round 3, the last round. We both won a round. It's down to this. 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What the hell is this crap? I've had worse hands.
Oh, mine was terrible last time. Right, okay.
Okay, so I've got 3 cards.
Yep.
Yeah, my initiative is 8.
16.
You're going first.
Right, so we have... Oh, that was it. Mr. Nukeon Fusions.
Oh, looks like Homer Simpson.
It doesn't it?
Is it Omega Man or something?
Yeah, Infernal Lucky's Tentakiller.
Go for it.
So, Mr. Nukeon's Fusions, Infernal Lucky Tentakiller.
Excellent. Cool. So, deal 2 damage to the foe on your right. Boom. And you got a reaction on there. Now, if you get a reaction, it's something that happens even if you die or take the damage or whatever happens. So in this case, the reaction would be if you die before this card resolves. So if you've got this in your hand ready to play, but you don't get a chance to actually play it because you get killed, deal 1 die of damage to the player who killed you. So it's basically like a last hit. Now a few cards will be like that. So, but in this case, you're actually using it and you're not dead yet. So we've got the next one, which is each foe must roll 1 dice. 1. The high roll gains 1 blood and takes damage equal to their roll. Yes! So I gain 1 blood and I take 1 damage because I rolled a 1, 17. So that couldn't have gone better for me.
Mm. And
then, was that, you have to read that, is it your side?
1 foe with no creatures in play.
That's me.
So I can roll.
Go for it.
On that. So
you got yourself a 4.
So you take 1 damage.
It takes me down to 16. That wasn't enough to keep the creature.
Nope, so that goes.
I am playing these cards. So, Raw Hydra's Woodstocky Sexforge! Now, that means I deal 3 damage to my strongest foe.
Which is me.
I can pay 4 blood and deal 7 damage to each foe with a last wizard standing token. No, I'm gonna do. I don't want to use my blood up yet. I might need it, so that'll probably cost me that. So you take your 3 damage. Then I discard 3 non-primal cards. So 3 non-primal cards. I'm gonna discard 2. There we go. And for each one of them, I gain a hit point back.
Alright. Oh, it's that one, is
So
it?
it's a healer. And back to 18. And finally, Sex Squatchy. So, 1 foe who already activated this turn, which is yourself. And I get to roll 3 dice because I have 3 primals. And that is a 10. Which means I deal 4 damage and 1 damage to each other foe. So just 4 damage to yourself, and I get to keep him. Oh, I got a pet.
Aww.
Sex Squatch is a bit weird, but
Yeah.
try and leave him there so I don't forget about him.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Obviously we're a bit squashed up because we're trying to get all this on the camera, but obviously if you're playing this you want to give yourself plenty of room, have your creatures in front of you as well. Then you don't forget them like I keep doing. Okay, so we've both gone, have we?
Yeah.
So I need 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5.
And I need 8. Sorry, I don't need 8 at all. I need
8?
3.
What? I wasn't even listening then.
Yeah. Right.
You did that just to see if I was miles away looking at my cards.
I was just miles away. I can't count today. Leave me alone.
Are you ready?
Right.
You ready?
Yeah.
How many cards are you playing?
3 cards.
I'm playing 2.
Right.
So I'll go first. I'm playing the Woodstocky Jelly Square. Oh. So I can discard up to 3 non-primal cards. Again, this is like the last one. I'm going to discard those 3, which are 2 carnivorous clowns and 1 shub niggeruff. And that's going to give me 3 points back, which takes me over my starting hit points to 21. 21 points. Next, I have, from the 4 on your left, roll for power. It's an arcane one, so I roll 1 dice. 4, which means you take 2 damage.
Right.
And before I forget, I also need to roll for the Sex Squatch to see if I can still keep him. Now I've got a primal in play and a primal there, so it's 2 dice. And that's a 4 again, so
I take 2 damage.
He's beggared off.
Is that right? I take 2 damage.
I have to target someone who's already activated this turn, so you don't take any damage. I'll just roll and see if I catch him.
Oh, right, okay.
So he's gone, and he's not staying, so Sex Squatch doesn't like me anymore. So now, it is Claire's turn.
Right, so I'm playing Wild
Wild
Magic.
Magic.
Sadistic.
Say what?
I'm Jelly Square.
Oh, cool. So,
So I'm going to have a look through
find your
here.
source card. First source card that comes up, that's the one you use.
That one.
Yep.
Put that
It's a
one there.
Goldilocks.
That one there. So we go for. You ready?
Let people see that.
Yep.
Yep.
Goldilocks Sadistic Jelly Square.
Seems a bit weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So choose a foe. If that foe gives you a creature from their hand, add it to your spell. If the foe doesn't, then choose 1 die of damage to them.
I'll take the damage.
Okay.
Go for it. Roll away. Do your worst.
4.
That takes me back down to 17.
Sadistic. Deal 3 damage to your strongest foe.
Oh, great.
If they block with a creature, you gain 1 blood.
Well, no creatures to block with, so take 3 more damage. Takes you down to 14. It's brutal.
And jelly square. Throw on your left and a roll for power. So I've only got 1 arcane, so that's 6.
3 damage.
Yep.
So that takes me down to 11. It's 10 damage you just did through one go.
I'll lose all those guys.
That's cheating. Okay. So, we need to restock our cards. I need 5. So I got a 3-hand card. What have you got? 3
I've got 3 hand as well.
My initiative 6.
5.
I go first. Shocked. I was expecting to go last for this. Which is not good. So, the Sly Rollers, Infernal Lucky Shubnigroth. Oh dear. Now, roll 1 dice. It's a 2, which means I take the standee. Okay. And as a reaction on that one, if you die before this resolves, draw a treasure card and play at the start of the next game. So, it gives you a treasure card. That's all that does. Each foe must roll 1 dice. High rolls gain 1 blood and takes that damage. So 1. Lucky you. Takes you to 10.
Yep.
Okay, and then Shubnigroth. This is 2 dice because there's 2 dark cards in play. But what it actually says is target a foe who already acted this round. So I'm just rolling to see if I get to keep the monster, which I don't. So that was bad. Claire outsmarted me there by playing a lower deck than I did. I wasn't expecting that. Daniel! I give you the finger or both.
Ooh, nasty.
Oh, what the hell is this?
Yeah, this one's going to be very weird. Right. Storklocks, the Maker's sadistic Bob.
What the hell? Deal 2 damage to your strongest foe. It's me. 9.
Yeah.
You can pay 3 blood to add a random card from your hand to the spell.
I don't think I'll be doing that, to be quite honest.
Okay.
So, deal 3 damage to your strongest foe.
Yep.
That's you again.
Can't do anything about it. Takes me down to 6.
And then we've got Bob.
Bob.
So, foe with the most blood.
Me.
So I roll that, and you'll get
So
one of those.
1 dice.
Yep. So 2. 1 damage and 1 blood. So I steal 1 damage. So yeah, you take 1
Steal
damage.
1 blood from the target.
Yeah.
So you steal 1 blood off me. That's not fair. I wanted that blood. Alright, so that round didn't fare too well for myself. I need 2 cards back. Whee. So 2 cards. 2 cards.
I've got 3. So.
3. So I'm just doing this to try and get the creature more than anything. Just put that in the right place. Whee, there we go. Heal 1 HP for each creature in play. 1 to 7. And then 4 with the most blood is my target, which is you, 6. And I roll 2 dice because they're both primal. That's a 10. So you take 4 damage and you heal 2 HP and I get to keep him.
So I heal, or you
No.
heal?
I heal 2 HP
Right.
to take me to 9 and I get to keep him. Oh, I've got Baron's Squirrelton, yay, I've got a friend. And that goes away.
Right.
So now it's your turn to finish me off.
I shall say. There we go.
What the hell's this? Go on.
So we've got Goldilocks cashed in land shark.
Right. Choose a foe.
You'll.
That foe gives you a creature. Don't want to give you a creature.
So you deal 1 dice of damage. So
Oh, go on.
5.
Friggin' hell. So that takes me down to 4. Which is where my blood token is as well. So.
Gain a treasure, and each foe without a treasure gains 1.
Okay. Did you gain 1 or 2?
I think I just gain 1.
Gain treasure, and each foe without treasure gain. Yeah, right. Okay, so I have Dr. Shrinky's Couch. When you play a wild magic card, reveal cards until you find 2 cards of that type you're looking for and add them both to your spell. There he is. Very Freudian.
I've got Grabble Snack's 6-headed tapeworm. If you're tied for initiative with other players, you may pay 1 blood. If you do so, you break the tie and resolve your spell first. So that's, there we go.
Cool.
Yep.
So the last one
Last one is land shark, so the foe with the standee.
which is myself.
So.
And it'll be 2 dice because you got 2 primals. So 5.
So
I
2
take
damage.
2 damage, and you take the standee.
Yeah.
Which leaves me on 2 damage. Gotta remember Barrel Squirton's there to save my life if I need him. Okay, so we
I'll
need
take those
to
off.
get rid of them, and I need to take 3 cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 cards.
3 cards.
Initiative 20.
3.
Okay. So, pull that. So, ADHD, DZs, even Stephen the Fortnite! So take the standee. Thank you very much. If you take it from a living foe, then deal 3 damage to a different foe, so you don't take any damage. Roll 2 dice and deal damage equal to the lowest result to the foe of your choice. If I pay 2 blood, I can deal that result to a different foe as well. But obviously it's only yourself.
Yep.
So you take 1 damage, leaving you on 5. And finally we have the Fortnite. So if I pay 2 blood, I can resolve it against everybody, but there's no one else, such as yourself. 4 of your choice is the target, which is a you. And I take my roll of power, which is 3 dice, because they're all illusionary. And that's a whopping 14, which means you take 4 damage, leaving you on 1. I have no coup de grace, unfortunately, so... Nearly. I nearly won.
Don't worry, I think you're going to win.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, I do.
All I've got is a squirrel looking through at you. That's the extent of
Right, so
holy crap.
I need to get
A quality card.
Put that there for now and I'll just have a look. It's nice.
It's nice. Yes.
It's terrible.
Yes.
Oh card.
Wild card.
Card.
Wild card. What the heck's that?
I don't know. So we have Burning Bangers, Grub Biddling, Mecha Satana.
Mecha Satana. Excellent. Okay, let's zoom in on this so everyone can see it. Go.
So this one, what was it? Again, choose 1. Either take the standee and deal 1 damage to each foe, or 3 damage to a foe who does not have a standee. So I'll take the standee and deal 1 damage to you.
Yep, that leaves me on 1.
And this one is, because I didn't read it, the foe on your left must give you an arcane card from their hand or give you one of their treasures.
There you go. Take the shrink's couch.
Thank you. And the Mecha Satana
Yep.
is the weakest foe.
Which is me.
And I roll
One dice.
1 dice. 6.
6.
So 2 damage. Is that right?
And you take 1 damage. So you take 1 damage.
And you take 2, so we killed each other.
Not quite!
Boom.
Save me, Squirrelton!
Well,
I've lived! You've killed yourself! Huzzar! That doesn't really sound like Dragonlord. Huzzar! Yes, I win! I'm in your face, you. Angel woman. Ha! So there we go. So I take another last wizard standing, and that's a very surprise conclusion.
I said that you'd win, didn't I?
I was saved by Barrel Squirrelington, and you stomped yourself with your own mecha.
Yep.
So there we go. What did you think?
That's quite funny, actually. Yeah.
I really liked it. Actually, I really liked it. So that is the game in total. We've probably done a few things wrong because this is the first day we've had this, and the third time you've seen us play it. Well, actually the fourth, because that was 3 rounds there. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I hope it inspires you to try and have a look at it yourself. There's also a video of the original on Tabletop Gaming. Yeah, I had a look at that before we played this as well, and that's sort of giving me a grounding for the basic rules for this. Obviously this brings in blood and obviously creatures as well, which aren't in the original. But I got this from Harlequins, so please nip down to Harlequins, show them your support if you're in the area. Harlequins in Preston, and maybe by the time this goes out there might be Harlequins in Blackpool as well, because there's one going to be opened there. So hopefully they'll have this game in stock, or the original in stock. Ask, you might be able to order it in for you, who knows. And thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It helps out loads if you do that, and we know that you love us and we can make more of these videos.
Yay!
And again, hope you've enjoyed this, and I keep saying that.
Thanks very much for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching, and we shall hopefully see you again shortly.
Bye for
Take
now.
care. Bye.